My name is Nichola Wilson and I am the Assistant Director of Internal Operations here at the farm. My role, in a nutshell, is kind of everything that isn't education or production, and it kind of covers things like events and overseeing, with like marketing and donor relationship management and memberships and sort of general coordination around the farm. Do you know, I'm trying to think what the first day was. I started off as a volunteer. So I had moved from the UK to Natick, and at the time I was studying. I was doing a master's at Northeastern, but it was still during COVID, so everything was remote. So my days were at home, in our attic, and I was on my laptop, and that's where my classes were. And I was like, I've got to get out. I've got to get out. I've got to meet people. I've got to get outside. So I found the Natick farm and got in touch, and I became a volunteer. So I would come once, twice a week for it was a good couple of months whilst I was here, and then I would go back to the UK, and then I came back here and I'd start up again. And so I'm trying to think my first day, what I can remember from the first days of coming was that moment as a volunteer. You turn up and you're like, okay, the first test is find the people that I need to see and figure out the tasks of the day. And even that, there was a sense of autonomy that you're given as a volunteer, just to be you're not coddled, I guess is the right word. You're kind of okay, it's up to you, be proactive, go and find the team and figure out what we've got to do that day. So that's how I first got connected with the farm. And it was a real lifesaver for me, I guess, because I didn't know anyone in the area. And so coming here and chatting with the different people that I got to interact with for the afternoon, and even just getting my hands dirty and planting. I hadn't worked at a farm before, and just getting outside was really important to me at that time. The experience that I value the most is the sense of connection within both the team at the farm, and that includes volunteers, board members, and sort of visitors that come, and also a wider connection that the farm has within the Natick, within the town of Natick as well. So just that sense of connection, and part of this project, the thing that I've been learning and hearing about is how the farm started and how it grew, and that sense of community, that sense of connection with folks to build the farm to where it is today, really I feel stands true right through to today. So that's a big thing that I value is community. I've always valued that in where I work, and there's nowhere have I had it greater than here at the farm. And the other experience is seeing young people, really young, kind of 1.5 years old, through to the teen work crew and apprentices, being here and experiencing things that they maybe couldn't elsewhere. And it's like getting your hands dirty again. My first summer of working here, as in this role, being a member of staff, I was fascinated by the teamwork crew, just this kind of group that would move and just be so productive and so, they had this confidence, and they again, that going back to their autonomy, they had, what do we need to do today, and they were self-organizing, and I was just these are, these teenagers coming in and doing these amazing projects around the farm. It was it was inspiring. That was a really amazing thing when I first started. On a practical level, I guess looking after animals and some of the more production side of things, which, one of the great things here is that every morning you come in and who knows what's going to happen that day. I have a plan of okay, these are all the emails I've got to send and I've got to be on my computer, but then by 11 o'clock, it's oh, actually we need to be outside, we need to help with this or that, and kind of, so practical level, taking care of animals, things around farming, taking care of the land that we have here at the farm. That's a big part of things. Making sure that we're this soil is healthy enough for the future, and that we're able to take care of this so that future generations can come through the farm. And on a kind of more personal level, this was a big shift for me, like moving. This is the first job that I have here in the US, and like it's been, I mean, what a place to start. I mean, I couldn't imagine being anywhere else, and you know, I really feel like yeah, this particular job and coming to the US and like learning here, being able to kind of figure things out, have the team supporting me, and that place of being a place where you can, you know, try something and fail is really important, and then try again, and you have the support of those around you. So yeah. I would say that the best, or the greatest kind of contribution that the farm has to the community is that community piece. It's the ability for the farm to be a space where people can make connections. We, as a team, as a farm team, are continuously looking for ways to kind of make those connections, to put people together in various different ways, whether like through the membership program or whether it's through, you know, the programs that we have here at the farm and the events and things like that, trying to pull people here and make that connection in a low pressure environment, I guess. So, I mean, again, I'm not so familiar with the local area. Like, you know, I'm new to Boston, Metro West. I'm new to Natick, but from what I know, you know, it's an expensive place to be, right? And you can come here to the farm and, you know, with your 3 kids, and you can come and have a great time and walk around the farm and not spend a penny. And that for me is like, how great is that sort of access that people can have to come and be in nature, have that, and not have to like dish out some cash. The first one that comes to mind is organising the harvest dinner. So in the first year that I was here, I arrived here in June, and so the harvest dinner was like well on the horizon, and you know, the whole team pulled together and we pulled it off, and it was the first big event that I had kind of led, I guess, and it was incredible to see everybody pitch in and create this beautiful event. But the real part of that is actually last year, so 2023. I wasn't able to like be here for the harvest dinner. You know, I'd done a lot of planning and things, but due to like family stuff, I wasn't able to be here. And for me, the sense of having to be elsewhere and knowing that everything was like taken care of by the team was spectacular. I mean, it was it still makes me like kind of feel in awe of what happened in September in 2023. Of just like it got done. The team just chipped in, filled in where I wasn't able to be, and like that is, I don't know whether there's any other places that would happen, whether people would have just pulled it, you know, and it didn't, and it got done, and it was amazing and beautiful, and like, yeah, that was a really big moment for me. My hope for the farm for the next 50 years is that it doesn't change much, I think. There's so many good things happening on a day-to-day basis here, and you know, and we can get distracted by like wanting to grow and to do new things and and like, yes, that should be in, and innovation should be part of what we do, but I think that the core values or the core kind of experience here at the farm is that kind of being free to visit, you know, having people connect with nature, connect with animals, connect with locally grown food, and come here and have programs. Like, those things are all really important just by themselves, and they don't need to be, you know, they don't need to be different. And I just hope that in 50 years' time we can come here and walk around, and yeah, there'll be changes, there'll be physical changes and stuff like that, but like at the core, that the farm still holds the values that it has today.